Hi there, and welcome to the AcQuum Consulting How-Tos and Power Moves for Infor SunSystems. This is just a series of tips and tricks and how-tos to help make your life and work a little bit easier. My name is Phil. I've been a Sun consultant for a little while now. And before we get started, I just want to say that two things. One, these are not definitive how-tos or exact ways of doing things. As you know, with Sun, there are lots of options and lots of ways of treating transactions. And also, all of these demos I'm doing are on Sun 6.4, the web browser version. The same principles and the same forms, or the same type of forms, apply to all versions of Sun, so 4, 5, 6, on-premise or cloud. Today's little session, and it's going to be a quickie, is journal reversals. And that's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. If I go and look up, I'll go and have a look at my journal inquiry, and I've got a journal number 895. It's a cash payment journal, and oh dear, I've posted that incorrectly. I shouldn't have. So what I can do is I can go into, if I could spell the word journal, a journal reversal and copy. I'll put my 895. There we are. It shows me the transactions. I'm going to review all, and I'm going to go and do a journal reversal. Now, what I want to do is the original journal, I want to put a correction marker against. So both sides will get correction markers applied, so I know that it's an incorrect journal and I can exclude it from my reports. The allocation marker for the original transactions, I'll leave blank. Now I can also select to post today's date or the original date of the journal. And the same with the accounting period. I can post it into whatever the current period is, or I can post it into its original period. So if I'm doing this a couple of months down the track, I can post the correction back into the period it was originally posted in, or I can reverse it now. I can also select whether to use the original originator code and date. And yes, please, let's suppress any balance rules just in case it's going to trip us up. Now, one thing that has come through with Sun 6.4 and the later versions of Sun 6 is this ignore reversal in next periods. Earlier versions of Sun 4 and Sun 5, and I think some of the early Sun 6 don't have that. So be very careful if you're reversing accrual journals, because you can get into lots of trouble where the journal itself reverses, but then the accrual also reverses and then reaccrues. So you start getting into a bit of trouble there. So if you don't have that ignore reversal in the next period, please do not do automatic reversals for accrual type journals. The rest of this, pretty straightforward. Posting details, as always, post with no errors, or you can make it validate first. If you're going to force post it, you need to enter some suspense accounts in case there is an imbalance. And but pretty much select what period and what date you want it to post into and go OK. But it's going to say no because you have to tell it why. So there is an audit trail of why you are posting this reversal. Just a little bit of a security issue. So now we post, and there we go. It's posted a reversal of that journal that created. Now, I've also got a journal that is, in the terms like a standing journal. It was an allocation of power resources or depreciation or some standing journals that I ran. And I ran it in one period and I do I have to rewrite it out all again? No. If I go into my journal reversal and copy, remember, close sessions as you finish with them. Journal reversal and copy again. Now, I've got another journal that was 896, and that was my standing journal that I quite liked. There's the transactions for it. Again, I'll review all. Only this time, I'm going to do a journal copy. So because it's a copy, I don't want to do any allocations on it. But what I do want to do is post it into the next period. So it was a journal I posted last period that I want to so I don't want to use the original transaction date because I want it to post today's date. I don't want to use the original period. I'm posting into a new period. I can give it a new reference number so that I know it's one that I've copied over. I'm not going to bother this time. I'm just going to go OK to accept my details. I'm going to post it. And again, it's now posting that entire journal to the next month. And I can repeat that process and post it to period 11 or period 12. So that's the little journal reversal and copy. Quite handy, but do be careful with your accrual journal types. If you don't have that option to suppress the reverse the next period, be very careful about reversing journal accrual types. As with everything, if we go back into journal reverse, fire that up again. Reverse and copy. As with everything, there's a really good help menu within Sun. This is how we access it with Sun 6.4. You'll have your own way of getting to the help screens with your version of Sun. But the help menus within Sun are normally pretty good. Just need to read through and have a read of the various options you've got available. So that's about it. Quick, easy, very simple. So if you want to reverse journals, that's the way to do it. The one thing I will add just to finish off is that some people do ask about deleting journals out. That we can't do. It's all kinds of audit issues there. We can't actually take a journal and make it disappear. We can only reverse it. So you still have the original transactions and the reversal transactions. So there we go. That's it. I hope that's been useful and has given you some clues and some ideas to have a look at. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk again. Cheers.